Were people laughing throughout the mic and just didn't pick it up or not? No, 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 no. No, no, no. This is, oh God. I'm live on a live, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. You already know it's Christmas time, dude. Look at the decorations, dude. Look at the decadent decorations. It's crazy. We're alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one. Not dressed up like Santa. I'm disappointed. Okay, don't be ridiculous. It's December 8th, okay? It's December 8th, 2025. We're not there yet. But we will get there eventually. We're alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one. Like I said, today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. Today is December 8th. Please collaborate with Arky and OSCS one day. Yes. Yes. I will do that. I will definitely do that. I love Arky and them. We ended the broadcast on Saturday afternoon to go to the Streamer Awards. Once a year, everybody from all around the world get together to go to the Streamer Awards. Obviously, I will... Did you get an award? No, no, bro. I won nothing. You won my heart. Thank you. Thank you. That's the real victory. Okay. I won zero awards, zero nominations. You already know we're washed. We're we're chopped. But having said that, I won the greatest award of all. Okay. The award in your hearts. You were in the speed vlog. Yeah. I saw that I was in the, I think you put me in the thumbnail, actually. Is that crazy? Am I in the I Show Speed thumbnail? I'm sorry, the streamer in air quotes awards was so cringe and bad. I know. None of you deserve anything. The children are so evil about these awards. Everything is so negative. I know. Okay, so get a suit like KDB's suit, please. Yo, KDB is so dope. Also, y'all are such haters. Oh, she had the 2005 NBA draft suit pick. Okay, first of all, no, she didn't. Okay, that is fashion. There's a difference between fashion and like the NBA dudes actually failing to achieve fashion. Okay? Come on, don't do that. She was popping off, dude. But anyway, let's get into it. Streamer Awards. Okay? Streamer Awards. It was fantastic. It was fun. It was fun for me at least. It was seemingly not so fun for a lot of people watching. A lot of people were very mad. A lot of people were very upset, which is, not surprising. I think that ultimately it comes from, what the streamer space's culture has revolved around for like the past year or so, where I think a lot of people basically see it as, like the enjoyment that people get out of this kind of stuff is just by shitting on it, and just like doing drama, parasocial drama. So it's very strange because like in the room, everyone is very stoked, but on the outside, there's like literally people that are like watching from afar, content creators that are watching from afar and going, yes, these guys all suck. Right. And it's this strange thing because like audiences also want that. Like they respond to it as well. Audiences kind of want that as well, or they want that drama as well, which is really lame. Wow, a show focusing on the streamers mainly and not the parasocial relationships / audiences have with streamers. Exactly. But I watched it with Hoscord. It was miserable at times. Okay, all I'm going to say is this. My mom comes up to me last night and goes, "What was that award show?" I was like, "You watched it?" She's like, "Yes, I watched it. It was so boring." I was like, "Why?" She went, "You were not featured in it at all." I was like, "Mom, it's not my award show. Like, what do you mean? It's an award show for the entire industry." She was upset with how little I was featured in the Streamer Awards. So for her, this was boring. She was like, "What? I don't understand. You're supposed to be all over this thing. You're supposed to be all up and down the Streamer Awards. I don't get it. You're a streamer. You do it all the time." But yeah, I didn't even realize that she was watching. Your clip with FanFan got 9 million views. Oh yeah, no, I know. It's yeah. That was the only time that the FanFan stuff didn't fall completely flat because I tried to just like play off of it. Yeah, I feel bad. It's not an easy job, man. It's not. Everyone joked about the remote. Dude, no, honestly, people in the room were actually not with the remote jokes at all. And it made me realize that like a lot of people on the internet, they love that shit. But a lot of people in the space were like, ugh. But I mean, I don't really give a shit. I obviously played it off well, but can we show the Kai and Tylo clip? It was something. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a second. Dog, you sound diabolical in your response. It seems like a lot of people enjoyed it. It seems like a lot of people enjoyed it. So always rough when you rip a joke and hear the audience groan. I know. But yeah, I went in not really knowing what to expect this year because, like, you know, despite this being a fairly big year for me and this community as well, this is this has been my most like politically impactful year of my career for the past 12 years. This has been the most impact that I have directly had. This community has directly had. So going into the streamer awards, like, because most of my interactions with the rest of the streaming space has been like relatively negative as a consequence of all the, you know, clips and all the writers, like the nonstop writing that's taken place, I didn't know what to expect, even though like I know all these people and I've like, you know, collaborated with them in the past, but I was like kind of bubbled in. So I was actually still very much excited to see all these guys, but I just didn't know what to expect. And it was the same as every other year. It turns out that it turns out, no, everybody's like, no, you know, everyone is chill. Everyone's chill as hell. Truthfully, it feels like streaming is no longer a centralized community. It feels like a tool that other communities can use. I mean, there is that element of it, but I think you have to remember, it's because there are new communities with their own culture and their own opinions and their own attitude and their own norms that are also incredibly prominent in this space. And I think that's part of the reason why it's very difficult for Cutie Cinderella to basically put every single person together in one room. Clip farming ruined streaming? No, clip farming has always existed. It's just the type of clip farming that you don't fully personally understand. If there's one thing that I think has ruined streaming, it's the drama. It's the endless drama baiting, you know? It's the endless drama baiting and the parasocial nature of like how certain fandoms will lean into certain agendas, right? It's definitely agenda talk associated like as a secondary market for content consumption. It's the take economy. It's the agenda talk. It's all this shit. So, you know, there is a lot of that. Like nothing just, there is no way to just like have a normal conversation about this stuff, about anything that goes on without like a million people who are watching, who are just going to give their own takes and actually dominate discourse in a certain direction. But it is what it is, you know? Anyway, Fan says she talked to you afterwards and liked your response. Yeah, because I didn't leave her hanging, okay? It's a very awkward situation for her to be in because she's doing the floor stuff. And it's like, it's difficult for her to, you know, to chop it up with all these people, especially when, you know, some of these people don't know her, right? Like, and it's not an easy job, basically. It's not an easy job at all. So I had to, like, I was one of the few people that actually like played ball. Squeaks would kill on the floor stuff. You know who I think would do really well? Like, this is, dude, Ron. I think Ron would do so well. I mean, there's a bunch of people that would do well. Stavros would not do that well because he doesn't know he's not as like tapped in. You have to like be knowledgeable of all the clip culture and all the different dynamics. I was watching some of Ron's clips from the red carpet and he is so quick, dude. He is so goddamn quick. He actually is a very good entertainer. And ultimately, you can always bring it back to yourself and shit on yourself, right? If all else fails. But I do think, like, I was thinking quite a bit about like how to make this. You're crazy. Any stand-up would do very well. Stav would do amazing. Yes, I do think that stand-up comedians would obviously be better than regular Twitch streamers. But the difference there is, one, you have to get them to be invested and knowledgeable about like the memes and the culture and shit, and they don't know all this stuff. You're thinking of like you're thinking of Hollywood. You're thinking of the Oscars. And in the Oscars, of course, comedians know everything that's going on in Hollywood, and they have an entire team that writes this stuff for them. It's a little different. Like, what the does Stavros know about Rakai? You know what I mean? He doesn't. Like, I love Stavros. Stavros is a fantastic comedian, but you have to be knowledgeable about the audience and the culture and the every other dynamic that's taking place in that situation. Every community has an inside meme. Every community has like parasocial fans. Every community will If you step on a landmine, you might end up saying something wrong. It's very, very difficult. And I do think that even in the hosting side of things, even in the roasting side of things, I think like it's just, what do you mean? Stavros gifted 200 subs to Mafiathon? No, he didn't. Shut the up. Are you serious? You just made that up, right? Clip it. Oh, you made it up. God damn it. Okay, well, I didn't believe you anyway, because you're a liar. God damn it, I got so excited. Bro, you got one guide? Yeah, you can't say one guide when the one guy is my mod, okay? Anyway, but yeah, it's a really difficult endeavor in general if we're gonna be serious about the streamer award shit. It's so difficult to get all these people in one room. Big egos, all this stuff. There's also the people that are not in that room that are, that got their opinions outside of the club, and there's also like a lot of discourse that takes place, right? There's a lot of content that comes out of it. Like there's an entire secondary market of content. But my point is, it's a difficult job, Talk about why production was so off. I don't know why the production has so many issues. I didn't even get to talk to Cutie off camera about that at all. But the way she described it is basically it's like riding a bike, but you learn how to ride a bike only once a year, and there's no other way to do it. But there were a lot of moments, as a new crew. And, there were some very obvious issues, like with lighting, for example. You couldn't see anybody's reactions. Half the time, people weren't sitting in their chairs. And then sometimes production would like show the wrong person. Like initially, it happened with Deshay and Plaqueboy Max. Like it said Plaqueboy Max underneath, but then there was like, Deshay instead of Plaqueboy Max. That's who they showed. So there was a lot of those issues, right? No, they didn't do it on purpose. No. Same with Reggie and Tylil. Oh God, really? That I didn't even notice that. Yeah, that's. Let me tell you something. I kind of understand why, if you are watching from the outside and not aware of all of the numerous points of failure in a situation like this, and then you see a bunch of black content creators get mixed up as one another, and then the Kai Cenat Diddy joke and the Rakai stealing joke and, all of the stuff that is combined. It kind of looks a little sus. It doesn't look the best. Okay. So from the outside looking in, if you're like oblivious, if you don't know, or not oblivious necessarily, but if you're like, like there's an explanation for basically everything. Some of them are people thinking that they can do inside jokes on the outside and it falling flat. And then some of them are defended. No, it's not. There's nothing to defend. It's just like here. The example I will use for you is the Rakai joke, right? You just need to have this is the reason why you need to have a diverse writers room. Okay, that's it. This is the whole point. This is part of the reason why I say diversity is a good thing in situations like this, because a black comedy writer in that room is going to be like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have Cutie Cinderella saying that, because like I get the context of the joke that she's making, but it's just not going to be read well by everybody else on the outside. That's it. Either I'm getting but it felt like the show were more towards FaZe Clan and AMP fans because it's good for views, but it failed hard. Just my opinion about the show. No, that's the reason why you feel that way is partially because, like, yes, you're the old guard. You're an old head on Twitch. And these are new communities that are, very large and very dominant, have their own kind of, have their own inside memes, have their own parasocial fans and all this stuff. And the way to merge that, I think you need to have someone from these communities that also play a formative role in the structuring of the entire show. That I think would have made it made people feel more comfortable. As far as the way that people received it, though, as far as the way that people in the room received it, I don't think that there was like a lot of love lost there, because I do think that there are a lot of people that understand. There are a lot of people that understand the difficulties of putting an event like that together, right? Like content creators themselves know all of the points of failure in putting together this like grand event, and so they were just excited to be there for the most part, I think, or at least I'm speaking from my own personal experience. I mean, look, I was the third most watched streamer in 2025. Okay, number 3. Number 1 was HasanAbi. Number 2 was Asmongold, and I was number 3. Right, and in spite of that, I got no nominations. And you know, I wasn't like a prominent part of this event at all, but I was very excited to be there. You know, I was very, very excited to be there. I was excited to be around all these people that I haven't seen in a long time. I was stoked to be there. And I think a lot of people also feel the same way because they get to see their friends that they haven't seen in a while, chop it up, you know? And yeah, that's what it is. For me, these things are always about the community and trying to bring together the community. But anyway, I did the red carpet with KDB and Sketch, and then I did the red carpet photos and then the interviews and stuff. And Ron was right there, right? And I saw Ron, and I had a, where is it? I think this video might have featured it actually. Let me see. I did the red carpet first with KDB and Sketch. And then I did a piece with Ron. Oh, this isn't there. Okay, never mind. Yeah, KDB and Sketch were great. They're dope. I love them. They're fantastic. You need to stream with Ron? Yeah, I want to do one with Stable Ronaldo. I was watching some of his other red carpet interviews. Like he's got a lot of talent. I see it. Yes, with Arky, not with Ron. No, Mr. Hasan. No, I've been trying to do something with Ron for a while, but I also want to do. Bro, you used that collar joke like 3 times. It was a little stale. What do you want me to do? Give me a goddamn break, okay? Not everyone sees every single time I make the collar joke, okay? So, not gonna lie, bro. Hasan kind of cool, and people got mad just because he's a leftist. It is one of the best ways to just like deflate certain things and diffuse certain things when all these people who were on the outside, were just like going crazy about it. And at a certain point, if you do that, and for the record, I did tell Cutie to Cutie asked me ahead of time, like, oh, these are some of the jokes, because she reaches out to people ahead of time before she does like the roast, and I was like, yeah, of course. Like I was like, yeah, I told her to go harder than the way she did. Go harder, just don't be tone deaf in the process. No, I'm saying about me in particular. When she read some of the jokes that she had written, and I was like, you can do whatever you want. You can even go harder than that if you want to, because I will always take it. Like there is not, I'm not going to be upset about it, right? Contrary to what people might think on the internet about how upset I am all the time about this sort of thing. Her Dan Clancy joke was peak. Yeah, that was a bit much, maybe. Oh no. Why did Kai look upset then if he was already asked about the joke? I don't know if he was asked about the joke. I don't know if he was asked about if everyone was asked about every single joke. I'm talking specifically about Cutie's roast. But part of the problem also was that on the production side, I think when Cutie was making a joke about someone, the production wouldn't always show them, right? The production wouldn't always show their reaction. So if you don't know that the person that's on the receiving end of the joke is actually laughing with you, then all of a sudden people can just run along with whatever narratives. But what? Haha, wait, are we doing this again? Didn't she call you stupid at the last Streamer Awards? Who? Cutie Cinderella? My podcast co-host? I think in many instances, people don't understand that, there are conversations that are taking place behind the scenes. We're trying to entertain you guys, it's banter. It's called banter. You don't have to take it more seriously. But anyway, this was the moment that was the one that, this has 1.8 million likes on TikTok.
Educational university. So congratulations to you. Oh, and also congrats on your new documentary with 50 Cent. That was you, right?
Oof, it's so rough. It's so rough. God damn, did you get to meet I Just Love Puzzles? Yes. This joke made it to the Breakfast Club, by the way. Oh, hell no. Oh, no. So it's just, oh, God, it's so rough. Ay, ay, ay. So for those of you who don't know, the reason why she made that joke is because like it's an ongoing meme apparently in Kai Cenat's community of like people constantly saying, oh, when you cut your dreads off, like you're gonna look like Diddy, okay? And it was like a Mafia-thon meme or something. But the difference is it's a community meme, it's an insider meme. And if it's someone on the outside making that meme, it's a little different. Cause like, you know, especially if it falls flat. Yeah, Kai Cenat's mom calls him on stream and begs him not to cut his hair so he doesn't look like Diddy. Like, it's like that, right? Maybe I'm wrong, but you can't call it an inside joke when it's millions of people watching. There's no difference between a random person in chat making the joke, which is acceptable to them, and a host making it. No, I think the dynamic is different. The dynamic is different. If it was like one of Kai's friends making that joke as the floor host, it would have been delivered differently. It sounds like he doesn't like the joke. Yeah, I don't think Kai appreciates it regardless. It went full flat, groans from the entire room to the degree that you can hear with the microphone. And then Tylil takes the mic. And then when Tylil takes the mic, it was just nuclear. Okay. I don't know. Everyone in the room is an entertainer. I don't even know if you can just like save it in that situation. I don't know how you would save it in that situation, but like I think like Tyler taking the mic and just like hitting back in that regard, I'm sure it won him a lot of favors in the crowd, and also a lot of people appreciated him saying something. But it just like completely after that, it was over.
If you all gonna be on the mic, now turn this shit on. Turn this shit on. If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny. If you all gonna be on the mic making
people on TikTok like this reaction.
Jokes, at least let it be funny.
I thought it was.
Have a good night.
Here. Do you want to do a joke?
No.
Okay. I only said that because he got his hair cut.
Oh, were people laughing throughout the mic and just didn't pick it up or not? No. This is, oh God. Oh my God. It's just not, I don't even want to see the reactions. I know the reactions. I was there, you know, it was just, why do you guys want to rewatch it? Like I was there, and it's, when I watch this clip, it's 59 seconds long. I feel like I have an outer body experience. Like it literally, it's just like, I feel like my soul is like leaving my body every time I watch this. I'm done. Okay. I'm done. I can't watch it. It's so bad. Anyway,